The planet is in the middle of a mass extinction event where life on Earth is really dying off at an alarming rate. And the scientists are clear about the fact that this extinction event is a direct result of human activity. But the climate change deniers refuse to let us take action as a country. The unregulated capitalism destroying the planet, I think that article sums it up. I don't know what it's going to take for the typical American to understand that this is not a fire drill. This is the real deal.
And then you've got, a fossil fuel industry, a multi-billion, $100 billion, maybe $1 trillion industry that has been pouring enormous amounts of money into universities, into think tanks, into paid shills, into the same PR firms that worked on the tobacco case, on the 20, 30 years ago, convincing us that you couldn't connect tobacco to any particular case of cancer.
I was involved with that. Mm-hmm. And now I can tell you it's a whole different level of ugly power that we're confronted with. Well, if you really consider that you have to be able to educate the American public to be able to say this is about your children, this is about your grandchildren, this changes the whole face of the world that you think you're living in. But when I compare the political influence and I compare the money influence that we even were confronted with in tobacco, Thom, I would tell you that what we're seeing now is multiplied times 100.
Yeah.
Now, so it's a different threshold that we're confronted with to the destruction of what we've all heard for so long, and that is the climate is changing, and it has the potential to kill the planet.
We are killing off species now at a rate that is not all that different. It's actually faster than the initial 10,000-year rate at which species were killed off during the Permian mass extinction, which killed 90% of all life on Earth. We're actually moving faster than that right now because that extinction was caused by some massive volcanic activity in northern Siberia, an area called the Siberian Traps. But it took 10,000 years for those traps to put enough carbon dioxide into the atmosphere to raise the temperature of the Earth 6 degrees.
At what point do we start saying that the people who are lying to us, these politicians, the industry, the biostitutes, the political whores, and the scientific whores that are saying there's no problem here, at what point do we start treating them like criminals? Because this is mass murder ultimately.